Let's get it. Welcome to Visual Disturbance. I'm your host, Brian Reese. Man, my dog made me look to the TV. Looked weird, Brian. I seen the chat. I made my little Twilight impression at the beginning of the intro of the show here. So, welcome everybody to Visual Disturbance. I was trying to keep from laughing. So when I did it, so I was like, I lost my flavor to it. So I was like, I started laughing. So. Anyways, welcome to Visual Disturbance. We're going to talk. I wasn't going to do this show today, but I couldn't help it. I seen the news, and this is not going to be your traditional Visual Disturbance. But here we are going to be talking about asteroid. The title of the show, Asteroid, showed up out of nowhere, and then evidence of on some tablets that I've found in the past to do with astronomy and all that. So yeah, it's good to be back. I'm glad to be on here. I'm just thankful to be on here. So. Last one I did, the last coffee convo was a little rough. I'm in good spirits today. Glad to be back. Thankful for everybody in the chat and thankful for everybody for all the love and support. A few things I need to mention real quick before I get started. Please go check out Shake and Wake Radio. God bless you, Ann. Thank you for being a sponsor. And also, Joshua Watts. Go check out Watts Leather. Go check it out. Get an opportunity. God bless you, Joshua. I hope you're doing well. And then, one more thing. Just let me show you all real quick. If you haven't got an opportunity to go check it out yet, check out my Visual Disturbance page with all my merchandise. I've made some mugs. I got a t-shirt. There's been a few people purchase them and really enjoy them. And a bunch of people's got the mugs and really enjoy them. So thank you all for the love and support. Go check it out. I got quite a few mugs. I'm working on some more mugs and some more artwork that I'm hand drawing and everything, trying to figure out how to articulate it to make it look good for everybody. So check that out if you get an opportunity. And at the bottom of the screen, I got a couple of social media platforms. Go check out if you want to contact me or get in contact with me or whatnot. I don't have it in the description, but I have jumped on the Twitter wagon. I have officially jumped on the Twitter wagon, so look out. I don't know if it's got wheels on the wagon yet, or even if it has a horse, but I am on the Twitter wagon and just kind of hanging out. So, that being said, I'm going to put that in there, and also check out the coffee page, link in the description. I think Miss Ray's even, thank you, Ray, for moderating. Bless you. Yeah, if you support the channel at coffee.com, I really would appreciate it. So God bless you all. So this one right here, this is going to be a crazy topic. It's kind of off the cuff a little bit, but I had to get into it tonight. This one just baffles my mind. I don't know how you all feel about it. A lot of you all know how I feel about when it comes to these topics, asteroids, and all kinds of different topics. I don't want to get this video labeled as one of those videos, but I want to just kind of take something that's ancient and look at it and literally contemplate on what we're looking at here and what's being projected and promoted in our world today. So this asteroid, so to speak, has popped up out of nowhere. So I'm going to show you some slides on it. It's just baffling. So here we go. So we're not going anywhere. Hello. Hang on a minute. Yeah. I am a human. Just one moment. All right, here we go. So this asteroid that is just miraculously appeared out of nowhere. So this is on ABC News. So it says asteroid to make extremely close approach to Earth on Thursday. Earlier, a few hours ago, I heard somebody else talking about it on another platform, and they was like, "We have 3 hours until impact," and all this stuff, and it just baffles the mind. So here's what I want to bring up in this broadcast tonight. So we're supposed to have these most sophisticated, complex, whatever, weather balloon, satellite, whatever you want to call it, sensory, whatever. Just make up any kind of name with the human interpretation of it. Just make it whatever. And it's supposed to have a sensor and supposed to, pick up all these random rocks that are floating through aimlessly all through outer space or whatever. Which, a disclaimer, I don't believe a lot of the stuff that's being taught in the narrative here, but we'll get to that here in a little bit. But anyways, so it's spinning aimlessly out in the middle of nowhere. We have all this random, let's just say, I don't know. I don't even want to bring up that name. But anyways, there's rocks are just spinning out of control up above us. And this particular asteroid just shows up 4 or 5 days ago. NASA just decided to pick it up and then start bringing it in. It says it's supposed to come close to the Earth, and that's today. And then it's about 4 or 5 hours ago. It's supposed to get dangerously close. Danger. So anyways, the asteroid size is hey, this is funny. The asteroid, I just want to bring this out. The asteroid is the size of a box truck. It's slated to get very close to the Earth this week, according to scientists. But don't be alarmed. It isn't projected to make an impact and cause Armageddon, NASA said. Okay, y'all gonna love this one. All right, so I used to be a milkman until I fell off a truck, and then, yeah, so welcome to visual disturbance. So I used to be a milkman, and now literally having visual impact. Seriously, I fell off a truck and have visually issues. So, a box truck I used to drive for a living, delivering milk. Listen, I have seen a box truck can do an extremely large amount of damage. And I understand when you're up at a high velocity in the air. I get it. But you can do a lot of damage at going 60 miles an hour in a box truck. I've seen some box trucks take a beating and flip over, and I mean, we can get into a big old topic of that. Real quick, I am going to do a coffee combo next time, and I'm going to call it something on the lines of Milkman Life or Milkman Gone Bad or something to that effect. But anyways, look for that in the future. It's kind of off topic. But anyways, they're saying a box truck. So all these other times, they've seen all these other rocks in the sky or whatever aimlessly running around that are big as stadiums and big as this and small as like a Tonka truck, or there's a rock that's the size of a tire. Now we got the size of a box truck. I just want to throw it out there. It's kind of ironic. But you just can't make this stuff up. So what if I told you all that just randomly, this goes along with my research when it comes into archaeology and stuff and all kinds of digs, and sure enough, the only reason why I know about this specific amount of this data that I'm getting ready to show you is because, I looked into giants and Indian mounds and Indian culture and all that stuff, and then lo and behold, you just can't make this stuff up, like I say on the channel. So, and this goes along with what I was going to say. So, yes, there's all kinds of impacts of some shape or form all over the Earth. If we want to get into the Serpent Mound narrative, okay, we're going to go to Ohio, by the way, for this lovely broadcast. We'll talk about anybody out in Ohio. I'll give y'all a shout out. So, first off, there's this asteroid supposedly going to be getting close to Earth tonight or sometime today or whatever, according to scientists. The Serpent Mound. Let me get into it. The Serpent Mound. Okay. So the Serpent Mound, supposedly, y'all have heard me talk about on this channel. The Serpent Mound is literally, there's evidence of some type of some impact in this site in Ohio. Okay. There's a meteor impact crater. I'm just making a visual, literally Kentucky flavor explanation of how I see this and how I visually retain and how I, able to articulate what I'm looking at. If if there's going to be an impact of a meteor, and I look at this and I think about how far it goes down into the ground, how much damage it does, whatever. I get it. Is it a rock? Is there something else to it? I'm not going to discredit anything, but I want to like kind of keep digging around and looking at all this stuff. And then on an astronomical level and into astronomy, and these astronomers are saying, yes, there is impact. There's going to be impact, and we might barely scrape by. We might barely scrape by 400 million miles an hour, or whatever it is. We might be able to make it through this one, boys. We might be able to make it through this one. Don't worry about what the Indian people said and wrote down, and don't worry about what they said, because we know everything. But anyways, so we have this impact of the Serpent Mound, right? So, if you can tell by the title of the intro, the thumbnail I made, there's a tablet that was found called the Cincinnati tablet. Well, what's so interesting about it? Well, and I'm not going to read much of this Wikipedia Serpent Mound crater because it talks about 320 million years ago and all that stuff, and starts throwing out some huge, unrealistic numbers that makes a man just cringe. Okay, it makes me cringe. So, what if I told you that Indian mounds that had giants in them and all kinds of other stuff, artifacts, etc. Well, what if I told you some of those artifacts was tablets, like sandstone tablets? Well, there's a ton of them. There's quite a few. There's the Gateskill tablet, the Wilmington tablet, the Waverly tablet, and today we're going to be talking about the Cincinnati tablet. So, you just can't make this one up. The big picture on the right, I'm sorry, it's this one on the side here. Let me see if I can pull it up. Let me see if I can pull it up without anything bad popping up. Well, never mind. It's not going to do it. That's okay. That's all right. That's fine. It's not going to pull it up. It gets all... But this one on the right is the one we're going to be looking at. And there's all kinds of depictions here and stuff. And some of these are actually replicas and some of them are the real deal. And some... Yeah, I think this one's the real one right here. Anyways... Little glitch. Continue on. Here we go. So, anyways, this Cincinnati tablet. So, what if I told you that they have translated it and actually made it to where we can understand it in our human, just American English, in English language, when you actually can understand it, and then they've been able to correspond the data and look at it with their ancient, literally their literature, and actually look at it on a astronomical level. Above view level. So this is what baffles me. Okay, so let's just get into it. Let me build you up real quick. I'm gonna build y'all up. We got a milk truck size crater, a milk truck box size crater, milk size asteroid coming in, gonna make a crater, or hit the water, or whatever the narrative is. And what blows my mind, I'm not trying to be weird, you all. I've not seen, just what was it, like a few months ago, that poor man in California, there was something strange happened. He wakes up and it was on the news. It was in California. I think it was California. Poor guy was out in the middle of nowhere and his house caught on fire because some big blue light come by and lit the whole place up. And they said it was a meteorite. You just can't make this stuff up. So here's the thing to throw out there. On that narrative, they said that there was many witnesses that said it slowed down. How in the world does something just slow down once it gets close to? Let's just think about it logically. How does something slow down and then just hit the ground like there's a little pillow for impact? We got a little. Houston, we have a. Did you retract the bungee cables and the you get what I'm saying? You got the whatever the bounce house or whatever it is the kids play on or whatever. Did you extract that? Did you unleash the blimp, or whatever it is, to the trampoline to ricochet it off? I'm being sarcastic right now. Forgive me. Because this stuff makes me, man, it makes my blood boil, I don't understand. I get to where I'm just like, why would somebody, okay, let's just say, I'm going to rant. Why would somebody that had God, Holy Spirit driven data and literally God given ability, and God, say they love the Lord and all this stuff, Why would they hide something and just mix it, just twist it and make it all weird and stuff? This stuff just baffles my mind that you just make up narratives. So anyways, there's my little rant. Okay, so let's get into some heavy stuff here. So let me see if I can get this to come up. Okay. All right, everybody. So here we go. It's going to go a little bit different route here, but we're going to be talking about the Cincinnati tablet. According to this, I got this off of it's an article talking about all this stuff and what they found and all the different, they collaborated it all together. And it talks about this, the Cincinnati tablet is a beautiful work of art that has come to us through centuries because of the wisdom of the ancient elders. I thought that was interesting how they incorporated it in there. They knew that in the time we would forget the important message this tablet carefully depicts. The wise knew that enough significant works of art were buried with them long after the bones had turned to dust and the societies had vanished. The mounds would attract the attention of future grave robbers. Yeah, okay. Predictable curiosity would drive them to dig and rediscover this important message left to us. It is that the mounds were intended to function as valuable time capsules. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's just go there for a little bit. The grave robbers. Yeah. Let's just erase that and plug in, forgive me what I'm getting ready to say, military application. We're valuable time capsules, finding pieces in the second to the last step of the process and going on pondering. And then it talks about the tablet. It's, this tablet is in the museum, the Cincinnati Museum Center at Union Station. It goes on to talk about all this stuff, talk about the ancient beauty of it and everything like that. Then talks about, here's where I want to get into the heavy stuff of it. So, no joke, they have depicted it and looked at it on a standpoint of actually having an understanding of modern day understanding. So, they actually have found comets. So, no joke, they have seen this and they are able to, this is what blows my mind. So, either it's a fluke or it's a hoax. But here's the thing that's even maddening about it. This old boy has actually went down this road before I even found any of this information out. I actually was like thinking about it and praying about it. And I have went there and thought, is it a map? Is it something to do with something that is a bigger puzzle piece? Because these tablets are literally laid out all over the eastern side of America. I know that. And it's supposedly from the Adena People. But my question is, what I'm getting ready to tell you in a little bit, how does the Adena People have what we're getting ready to present? And yeah, it's pretty baffling. Well, there we go. Another issue. Continue on, Brian. All right, so no joke. This it talks about the tablet. The comet in the center of the piece with two rings along the top. Within its center body are two nested comets. Just can't make this stuff up. Each comet has one tail and two eyes. The flower images, and also this is what I'm getting at. There's a Waverly tablet that's highlighted in blue here. There is a comparison. So okay, so all these tablets have been literally put in different states. Okay, Kentucky, Ohio, Virginia, Tennessee. I mean, they're all over, Alabama, all over the place. Ohio, there's branched all over the place. Okay, so why? Here in a minute, you're going to get where I'm going with this. So the study of this tablet was suggested that they have dual meaning. Of course, they represent both people and flowers. There's one word I'm not going to use because if there's kids watching, they are SHOT through the head. There are four flowers at the bottom are mirrored comets once again. It talks about between them is a dot in the negative. One each outer side, there is a vertical bar. The two bars represent the two poles. Here we go. True north and magnetic north. What blows my mind, they didn't say the south. They said true north and magnetic north. I just want to throw it out there and we can get into magnetic fields and all that stuff if I go there. As we know today, the arrangement gives a number. Here's what's blowing my mind. The arrangement, in what they have articulated and been able to translate from this lovely on the right here, where my mouse is going here, they've been able to depict this but I can only look at the data and, and search it out and keep searching. But I wanted to kind of bring this up because we were talking about this asteroid that's supposedly come by and closely shave off the roof, the mountaintops, you know what I'm saying? According to, fear-mongering people, or whatever. People are just projecting vomit out of their mouth. Anyways, I'm getting on that rant. So anyways, true north, magnetic north. The arrangement gives a number as a count across, one bar, one comet, center dot, etc. And then it talks about the value. There's this, I don't know if it's we can't really say gematria or whatever. There's a numerical factor to it. The value of, no joke, 11, 1. So it's 5 ones. The value squared at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here's what it baffles me. Okay, I had to bring this up tonight. I had to. This number itself can be found on the tablet. Count the dots from the top to bottom. 1, 2, 3, and then the center bar 4. Add the bottom dot for 5. Then the reverse process and obtain 4, 3, 2, 1. So no joke. I'm gonna pause here. I'm gonna let it sit on the screen there so everybody can look at it. It says if they understand longitude, latitude. Let me get on there main screen because I'm getting upset. Okay. All right, just hear me out. So, I understand longitude, latitude because the Phoenicians was very, very familiar with longitude, latitude, and could do all kinds of amazing things. And they could have taught the Adeans. They could have, who knows? Who knows what's happened? Because a lot of gaps in history of knowledge and everything has been stripped and spread all over the country. I don't know half the time it's so hard to really plug all this stuff together. It's a gigantic puzzle piece, like I mentioned before at the broadcast. So if they understand longitude, latitude, and all that, and then these people, I'm going to get to it in a minute, but this tablet, what blows my mind. So how in the world, let me just get into it. I'm not even going to ask the question yet because I'm getting fired up. Let me go back to it. So if they understand longitude, latitude, they should have to understand where they were. The longitude, latitude of Cincinnati, the location where the tablet was found, is north 39 degrees 6, west 84 degrees 32. The sum 39 plus 84 is 123. The sum 32 plus 6 equals 38. Twice 38 is 76. No joke. Listen to what the art classes say goes on. This will blow your mind. And it says, the sum of the longitude and the latitude values of nearby Milford, where several complex mounds were built, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, period, 4, 5. The sum at the Fort Ancient is 1, 2, 3.5. The location of the Great Serpent Mound, here we go, is 83 degrees, 25, 48 west, 39 degrees, 131 north. And the location of the new earthworks is talking about the other works in this Ohio area. 82 degrees, 25, 50 west, 40 degrees, 226. This is exactly 1 degree of longitude apart. And this is a mistype here. The location of the Serpent Mound is 83 degrees and 0 minutes west and 39 degrees, 22 north. The sum of these two numbers is 122 and 22. And it says right here, beyond a coincidence. So, I don't know if y'all know where I'm going with this. It was buried, either, according to this, the mound area, an artifact standpoint, where you could look above and they knew exactly how to extract it, and whoever placed it and drawed and carved into this sandstone tablet could look at the sky and astronomically mark it and landmark it where they resided based off longitude, latitude. So Adena People was indigenous, non-educated. That's what you'll hear when it comes to the narratives that has been propagated throughout the history. And I go to say that the Adena People was super intelligent and not from the caves and not from like a caveman era. Whew! So, it gets worse. So if they're talking about comets that are on this tablet, and they can strategically mark them on a tablet, and they could mark where they landed, or whatever it was, we don't even know how to, 4 or 5 days go by. Well, we got one coming in at a Mach 25 billion miles an hour, and it's the shape of a box truck. Okay. Adena People looking over there. Yeah, okay. Well, get back to me when we talk about primitive people, and they're not primitive. They're intelligent off the chain. I'm over here talking hillbilly talk. I can't always speak English. Oh, you just can't make this stuff up. All right, so here's what I want to get to you. I'm going to stop because there's some of this stuff I don't agree with. Since we have begun counting, they prominently at the top of 7 spaces are marked out 8 lines. At the bottom of these 6 spaces are 7 lines. This creates the number 76. Well, lo and behold, the scientists say, well, this suggests the period of the Halley's Comet. Because if Halley's Comet comes in, what? How long does it come in? Here we go. Halley's Comet comes in short period comet visible every 6. It says, well, on Wikipedia, Google, it says every 75 to 79 years. But you daggone right, they had it exactly perfect and knew exactly what they was talking about and exactly what they was illustrating, exactly what they was carving on them tablets. And daggone it, how in the world? You know, this stuff you just can't make this stuff up. People just blow my brains. My brain's hurting talking about it. You just can't make this stuff up, y'all. So, yeah. So there you go. I mean, and then it goes on, and it talks about, this confirms the topic. It's about comets. It combined the numbers of 77, obtained the reference to the comet, and then it goes on this big thing, combination of C86, and obtained a reference to the diameter of the sun, which I'm not going to even read the rest of it because I don't even go on to the rest of it. Just goes into the whole spinning, you know what, and everything of the whole. It's just, we could go on the trajectory of the sun, the moon. Well, I don't want to get on the debate and get marked on this video for some crazy. I don't want to be. I'm just looking at the data that I'm presenting. I don't want to get into a conflict of anything. I just want to bring it up and ask, how in the world do we have this Serpent Mound crater, which, hello, the data that I was just showing you on what the scientists and everything have come up with, all the data dated to the tablet. Then this tablet here corresponds and says the Serpent Mound, because it's talking about it, and it's talking about the astronomical whatever that happened, the crater that fell and impacted the Earth, and then they call it the Serpent Mound crater. So and then that tablet's literally telling you where it's at. Come on, everybody. Can I get I don't know, can somebody just, I don't know. Just give me a smiley face. Just give me a smiley face in the chat. You just can't make it up. And then, no, here's one. I'm going to throw this out here. This is, real quick, this is going to make everybody laugh. So, one moment. So the Russian thing, right? So there was a Russian, I mentioned this on another broadcast not too long ago. I was talking about the UFO connection and the giants and all that. Russia said they shot down literally a UFO, right? Sphere, big sphere, and it was perfect and all this stuff, and said, wait, whoa. You know, they kind of backpedaled a little bit and said, oh yeah, there's been extraterrestrial sightings for forever. This is not the first one, and all this stuff, and supposedly it was a sphere that they couldn't break into and all this stuff. There's all kinds of stuff all over the internet. But anyways, my point was, okay, when you look at the South America narrative and there are all these huge spheres sitting in the mud out there in the middle of South America, just sitting there, how did they get there? And then another thing, they said this was some kind of UFO, maybe a drone or some kind of surveillance thing. And then you got the Adena people back in the day saying, well, let's mark it all down and we can literally get your chisel out, and start carving tablets. What's so bad about it? There's so many different tablets that make a huge puzzle piece to do with constellations. And then you got the Draco constellation with the Serpent Mound and everything. You know, I talked about this the other night on another program we did. Anyways, we got the Serpent Mound with its crystal inside of it. You know, impact meteorite, however that all happened, and however what Father in heaven knows. But these Adean people was way beyond intelligent. And if I go, let's just face the facts. If I go outside and I start walking around aimlessly, I'm not going to know which end is which if I don't have a compass. I can probably look if the sun's up, but if it's nighttime, I don't even know where I'm at. And welcome to visual disturbance. But astronomers are saying they can look to these gigantic telescopes and say, yes, I see it. But what did these people back in the day, the Adean people, and in my opinion, it might not even came from the Adean people. It could have been passed down to the Adean people, which I'm just going to bring it up. I didn't put it in the title, but we could just go there while we're on here. There could be a giant connection because I have data that the Indians literally picked up what the giants, there was in some cases where the giants was doing sun worship and all this different, sun god worship, all this stuff. And they knew constellations, they knew all that stuff. They picked all that data up and then they just continuated. So what is it? It could be both. I don't know. It could be either or. I don't know. But what I'm getting at, somebody had to have been overview and looking up because, NASA can't get an accurate reading. And I'm not putting them down in any shape or form, but that's basically what they said. They had 4 or 5 days that they missed it for some shape or reason. And it just comes out of nowhere. So it just cannot be like that. It just can't be that way. It can't be that. And on a biblical level, on a biblical cosmology, and there's a lot of fakery going on. But I'm not pointing any fingers at anybody. I'm not putting anybody down or any organizations or any shape or form. That's just my opinion. I'm just praying about it. But this stuff just can't make it up, and I'm just baffled. I'm baffled by it. I don't know how you all feel about it, but I mean, there's no way. Even with the smart devices that we have, we couldn't sit outside and say, Hey, Uncle. Hey, Johnny. You got the coordinates and when this comet's gonna land, and we're gonna take this big old iPad or take this big Android tablet, and we're gonna write it down for future generations and make a time capsule. And we're gonna be so right on the X marks the spot with longitude, latitude, and literally bury it for people 4,000 years from now. And they'll pick it up and they know exactly. I mean, heck, well, here's the question. How did they even know how to get it? And then I'm not talking about the people that put it in the ground. I'm talking about the people that went to searching for it. So I'm still looking at that. How could they literally go to the place? I guess they found it somehow, their shape or form, or found it from aerial view or something. I could go on the true north and the true magnetic fields and EMF and all that. There has to be something to it. I don't know, guys. I don't know what y'all think. I don't know. But yeah, I'm just going off tonight. Yeah, I mean, it's just insane stuff. Yeah, it's just insane stuff. But yeah, there's somebody on here. Let me see. Brian Hill. Yeah. So, evil stuff. Do not read them. Yeah. So there is some that I've looked into, and it literally talks about, like the man and the serpent, like literally looking at each other. He makes a comment. Well, the gentleman, I guess the one that they're I guess the one that is conversing with the so-called tablet or whatever's going on with the shamans or whatever's going on in that narrative, they make a comment and says, "Oh no," and then like they say that these lines and there's like this light, so it gets crazy. There's one that talks about an ice, no joke, ice, ICE seat. It literally says ice seat, no joke, ice seat. Yeah. Then my uncle's posting stuff on the chat. Everybody's getting involved tonight. It's popping. Ray's cracking up. She's over in tears, cracking up. Everybody's just, it's just a lot. It's awesome. I mean, it's just, I got LaDonna. I know you're on here. Miss Sherry's in the house. Miss Campbell. Maybe the UFO made the crater. That's exactly right, Miss Sherry. That's what I'm saying. So here's why I said this the other day to somebody. I said, this is going to sound really bizarre, but I'm just thinking about the comet. Like, what did the Indians call it? You know what? And I'm thinking, did something come? Here's the thing, you all. I did a Niagara Falls with the Giants and all that, and I was talking about all kinds of stuff. And then what if the Indians You know, got Navajo, the Hopi. What if they was communicating with these, whatever it is, spiritual UFO, whatever it is, and they was landing and giving, what if it's not comets, y'all? What if it's not comets? What if it's literally, they're just like we're coming in on a landing pad. Oh, come meet us. Come on over here and meet us. Hello, comet. Come on, meet. Come on. You know, that's my Kentucky thing going. But yeah, come over here and meet us and write it down. We'll give you all the data. That's what the giant, literally, you can go into the giant narrative, however you want to swing it. It could have been any kind of characters. We can go into alien narrative, all that stuff. There's Nephilim, Raphaim. There's truck tons of the Palladians, Nordic. I mean, there's all kinds of tall being to the man. I mean, we can talk about all kinds of crazy stuff, but it's insane. It's absolutely insane. But anyways, if you haven't hit that like button and that thumbs up, or if you want to hit the thumbs down, that's cool too. And then I was going to tell you all too, thank you all so much for all the love and support, and everybody. It's just a blessing getting on here and seeing you all, for real. Like, it's just a blessing. And thank you all for always you're all just very kind, very kind. And like I said, the last show I did with the coffee combo was a little rough, little had a lot of stuff heavy on my mind. But I prayed about it, and I'm gonna let the Father work all that out. There's nothing I can do. Just keep moving forward and keep my head up. So, but yeah. So yeah, my uncle popped a verse in. Was that Joshua 10? Yes, Joshua 10. And the sun stood still, and the moon, Joshua 10, verse 13, the sun stood still, the moon stayed until the people had avenged themselves upon their enemies. Is not this written in the book of Jasher? So the sun stood still. Amen. So it's like, yeah, so this stuff baffles me. So that's a good question, Sherry. I mean, everybody, praise God for good listeners on here. Y'all got like-minded people on here. Like-minded. Oh, okay, Brian Hall, Dan sent me in. Okay. I'm misreading everybody, but yeah. So just comprehend all this and just think about everything, the whole narrative that's going on. I mean, it's just, y'all get back with me, y'all. Yeah, y'all from Kentucky. Yeah, y'all get back with me when we can literally map out an area without sonar, LiDAR technology. Y'all get back with me. When we have that data, but y'all get back with me, we can time travel and go back 2,000 years, whatever, 3,000 years ago, whatever it is, and we can just look up at the sky and start watching rocks fall down and say, yeah, let's go mark that off, bam. We don't even have to move, we just stand here. We don't carve it out, beep, 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 and you just carve them out. And what's so baffling to me is some of these tablets that I haven't mentioned tonight, there's multiple ones. They're replicas of each other, but they was all made at the same time. And I'm like, how do you... We didn't have a 3D printer back in the day. Well, who knows? They might have. I don't know. Yeah. Might have been... I don't know. This stuff, you just can't make it up. Just can't make it up. And then... I wanted to mention it tonight. I just wanted to bring this out. I wasn't even planning on doing a show tonight, but I had to, and especially when it has the Serpent Mound and the Ohio narrative, Cincinnati narrative. And then another thing I wanted to throw this out here real quick, you all. A lot of this stuff that they found, these tablets, moved to that area. They didn't take them. They was given to Ohio into a museum. So what baffles me is... we got all this data. They refer to the Halley's Comet. And is it just an interpretation of what a modern man, I'm saying 1900s on up to 2023, what of the English, of the arts, of the so-called science of everything? Is that what they've come up with to just, and then look at it? Is it Halley's Comet that they was recording is the question to do with these Adena people? It could be all fit like a glove. It could be literally legitly all true. And based off what I was looking at and showing you all tonight, there's a big puzzle piece here, and I'm trying to place it all together one piece at a time. And I'm going to do another show on this soon in the future with all the tablets and incorporate them all together and see how, because I still think, in my opinion, just based off looking at the comet narrative. I think there's some type of Stargate concordance narrative, whatever. There's something, because the longitude latitude narrative, all that, it corresponds with some bigger puzzle. And I'm trying to look into it and see how it all plays out. But yeah, just keep, just keep praying. Yeah, there's somebody popping up on my screen there. That happens. If somebody donates, I've had that on there just to have, when somebody donates, thank you, by the way. When somebody donates, it pops up in the right, or it'd be y'all's left, or, well, it'd be y'all's right, excuse me. And it has the glass. It goes along with my visual disturbance. It's off of a movie. It's a GIF. So it's one of those little GIFs you can put up or whatever. Memes or not meme, whatever it is. I'm so old school, man. And somebody, bless you, Steve Wilson. God bless you. And then I got my They Live. But yeah, Bill O'Connell, bless you. I'm gonna give a shout out to everybody that's on here with me at this broadcast tonight, because I don't know how many minutes we are. 42 minutes in. And if you just had joined us and popping in, original, aeronautical manuals, yeah, Sherry Campbell, yeah. God bless you, Stephen Wilson, thank you. And then Bill Connell, glad to see you. You're cracking me up with all your stuff that you've been posting on Facebook. It's been making me laugh, my friend. I think it's hilarious. But yeah, if you're just now joining the program, welcome to Visual Disturbance. I'm Brian Reese, and we're going to be playing on some new shows. Oh, yeah, real quick, everybody. I almost forgot. This is one thing I was going to incorporate into the broadcast tonight, if I can pull it up. One moment. So, about 11 days ago, maybe 10, maybe 11, and of course the camera's acting up. Again, it's just getting good, and then the camera's going up, messing up on me. Whatever, Brian. That's okay. Move forward. That's fine. It's just the internet or whatever. It's okay. Anyways, let me back up here and see if I can pull this up. I'm going to show you all something. If I can pull it up. Well, if I can. There's something I don't think I can for some reason. It's like messing up on me. It's just the internet's being kind of goofy. Forgive me, you all. But anyways, a little bit excited. I will kind of bring it up here, though, real quick to see if I can. Let me see if I can without messing everything up. Well, anyways, it won't pop up. So anyways, I did a poll in the community on the YouTube channel. I was taking a vote, right? So it's 11 days ago, I think. I think Jamie is in here. I think she's in here. Everybody's been giving me a hard time, the Bermuda Triangle. Yes, I was going to do the next show on Star Forts. No, I'm just kidding. It was a community post. I put up taking a vote, Bermuda Triangle or Star Forts, and I said next show, please vote and all that. There was 65 people that liked it and 35 comments. I think the majority of the people was Star Forts. No, I'm just fibbing. I'm just joking. It was Bermuda Triangle. I've been wanting to do this one for like months now, and tonight was a sporadic broadcast. I was just a little infuriated about the narrative and the spin of the asteroid coming impending doom on us and all this stuff, and then I wanted to it just dawned on me. I was like, this will all go together like a glove with the Adena tablets, so that's, if you're just now tuning in, rewind it, go back to the beginning of the broadcast. But yeah, taking a vote on Bermuda Triangle Star Forts, we will do Bermuda Triangle. That's gonna be the next one. It's been in the making. It's been in the talks for since August or July or something like that. So I can't of last year. So it's been like 8 months, 7 months, and I keep kind of like keeping everybody on the the edge. I'm like, hey, we might do it next show or whatever. But Bermuda Triangle will be coming up, so y'all keep an eye out for that. And also, if I have it on here, I don't think I have it on here on this particular one. But anyways, Adam made a killer thumbnail for the Draw Limb Waters. We're gonna be doing episode 3 here soon. It's gonna be to do with the Giants. So yeah, we're gonna be getting the Draw Limb Waters. I want to throw this out here real quick on the broadcast. I am going to be making Drawing Living Waters cups, and I'm going to be the coffee at the bottom here. It has the t-shirts on it. But me and Adam have decided to move everything over to the link in the description of this video. I have the Streamlabs merch, visual disturbance merchandise. I'm going to incorporate it and literally pull it all over there. And I'm going to make some Draw Living Waters cups and incorporate the t-shirts in that, so it'll all be isolated to that. But I've got some really cool stuff. I've been just doing some things, just piddling around. I have some like artwork and stuff that, well, first of all, there's a coloring book sheet that Adam did on our Genesis, the very first Drawing Them Mars, because we're studying the book of Genesis. The Genesis in the beginning, he did a coloring book for kids. It's on my coffee website. Go check it out. And then he also illustrated and drawed and literally rendered a really cool thing to do with the fall in the garden. Go check out that painting too, or that, I guess, drawing or canvas. It's pretty cool. And then also, I have some cool little things in there, some wallpapers that I've actually done myself. And I just added one last night, so go check it out. You can download it. It says, it'll say like pay what you want, but it'll say I just did it for free. Like you can download it for free, or if you just feel free and feel led to donate, you can it'll purchase it and you put whatever in there, but you can get it for free if you want to just check it out. And it's just something I'm just adding to the coffee thing to kind of give, something cool, something back to you all. Because thanks for all the support and everything. I thought about doing something really cool. I thought about doing instead of like artwork, I thought about making like sound bites or something. Somebody, when I did that Rip It little video that we put on Facebook, it was hilarious. It was awesome. The song me and Joshua put together. And somebody said, I never forgot the gentleman's name, but he said, "Can I get this in a ringtone?" So I've been thinking in my head, should I put something like that up for you all? I don't know. It'd be kind of funny. Y'all could have, or make a visual disturbance ringtone or something kooky, that y'all could get in, that y'all just have fun with, but I don't know. Coming down the road, maybe. But I'm gonna give a shout out to everybody before I get off here, because don't leave if you're just now tuning in. I'm gonna just start from the top. We got all kinds of familiar. There's some new people here. I think since Dan sent some people over here. I think Brian Hill. Bless you all. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. I'm gonna start putting more content up. I've been kind of branching out all over the place, where I'm all over all these different platforms, and God bless all these people that I've been blessed to be fellowshipping with and friends with, like Dan and David and all these, and John and everybody. So I've been doing all kinds of different things behind the scenes, doing a lot of stuff it's just been a lot of stuff. So it's been a blessing. Yeah, I've been blessed to do it. So but yeah, I'm glad to see you, Sherry Campbell and Sherry Walters, and then Brian Hill. Where are the satellites sticking in the firmament? Now that's a good question. So have y'all seen that? I remember seeing something like maybe 8 years ago, something like that, where I keep hearing all this weird stuff. Like they would literally, they can make anything up. I mean, people can exaggerate all kinds of stuff. But that's a really good question. Where are the satellites sticking in the firmament? I've seen some weird stuff, some footage. It could be authentic, it could be fake as all get out. Probably a little bit of both. Probably 10% real and 90% fake. But I have seen where there's these things that somehow drill into this dome-like thing, but it's probably something off a movie. It's probably CGI. Come on, but it could be possibly true. But I have seen that where there's and then I've seen balloons, like Mr. Squishy saying. I've seen balloons. They've seen them fall from the sky and all this stuff. Those devices, when they hit the ground, they just blew up into oblivion. They little model cars, just shattered. Some of those UFO weather balloons, or whatever they was, satellite did, whatever they was, just shattered to pieces. So just let that resonate in your head. Let that resonate in your mind when something, even if it's a couple 100 pounds, it just bounces off the ground and just demolishes. What's a so-called rock? Some of the stuff doesn't make sense. It just baffles the mind, so to speak. So. But yeah, interesting stuff, you all. You just can't make this stuff up. And thank you for donating. And got my cool shades up in the corner there. The little coffee thing's not working too good at the bottom where it says support me. It usually scrolls up through it, but a few technical issues every now and then. Hey, it just makes it fun. But yeah, Crystal Gross, bless you. Yeah, we got to rip it up with John Hall and all them one of these days. I pray that will work. I pray that will happen in the future, because that was an awesome trailer. We had an epic time making it and producing it. Past memories of the show Under the Dome. Oh, is that yeah, the show Under the Dome. Yeah, so there that movie was off. That show was off the crazy. I watched a little bit of it. That was insane. Yeah. And then, hi Brian, a day off and just found out you're live. Hi, okay, hello, Melissa, welcome. Yeah, I'm just now. Yeah, we're literally deep in it. We're 51 minutes in. I've kind of just come to conclusion that this narrative that, you know, the asteroid that's supposed to literally impact us or scrape by, we by the you know, by the or what was that movie? I can't remember now. There's some movie. I just lost it. But anyways, we barely scraped by. I could feel the wind blow. It got cold. Did you feel how cold it got? That's because the asteroid came by and nearly missed us at 1,250 miles an hour at the velocity. You know what I'm saying? It's just astonishing. It was at 40 billion miles above us, and it pulled my hair off. You know, it gave me a haircut. You know, I seen the trees not blow, but my hair blew. You know, it's just, I don't know. Some of the stuff I'm getting a little off key there. I don't want to turn into a jerk on air here, but anyways, y'all be blessed, and I thank you all for. Oh yeah, Tracy Winberry, bless you. Thanks for being on here. There's all kinds of people on here that I haven't seen. There's quite a few people. Thank you again, Ray, for Samuel Prince, Nimley. I'm new. Bless you. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the Visual Disturbance channel. If it's your first live tuning in with us, welcome to the family on here. Yes, Bill O'Connell, Stephen King, Under the Dome. Yeah, that was insane. I think I've read that. Yeah, I've read it years ago, unfortunately. And then Jammer Travels is here first time. Oh, cool. Okay, welcome. Yeah. If you're just now tuning in, just rewind 53 minutes when we get off here. But yeah, welcome to the channel. Yeah, and then Uncle Obvious, God bless you, my friend. Thanks for being here. There's all kinds of people I knew. Yeah, but bless you all. And thank you everybody that's donated too. God bless you all for doing that. For real. Thank you all. And then, yeah, First Enoch, isn't that the truth, Brian Hill? Yeah. And then thank Dan for sending people over here. Yeah. Yeah, and yeah, like I said, you can go check me out on my coffee website. You can follow, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, and then I just joined the Twitter wagon. So, an MC, welcome, shalom. I know who you are. Welcome. I think I met you in person. I think, yeah, I'm correct. I believe I have. And then, oh, there's all kinds of people yeah. And yeah, tell Crystal Gross, tell DC I said what's up. Tell them to don't be running around with Sasquatch up there in the woods, you know what I mean? But yeah, but welcome to an interesting conversation. Usually this is not where I go. I usually don't get into the asteroid narrative and all that, but I had to because it was just one of those things that kind of got underneath my skin a little bit, because I just thought that it was just so strange. They kept projecting different things. There's no clear-cut answers. It just seems like it just, you know, there's a word you could use, but I'm not going to go there. But we just need to pray about it all and keep our heads up and not. But look, the people from the past, the ancient civilizations, people from way back in the day, if they could write and articulate and create a tablet with all the longitude and latitude where the so-called rocks and comets come down, they say, hey, this is where this is where we're going to bury it. We're going to bury it in the ground here. We're going to bury it. And then we're going to let somebody find it in the future. And it's going to be perfectly alignment with the mounds and everything like that. We in bad shape in 2023 because we can't even go to a place we've been 15, 20 times or without putting in the GPS because we worry we ain't going to make it. I'm not being sarcastic, but that is the truth. We used to have maps, atlases, all this stuff, and then the Adeans, all these different people, all these civilizations had advanced understanding of what was going on in the heavens, and they could literally use it as a navigation. And we over here, it's baffling. It baffles me. I don't know. Maybe I hope I don't come off as, I'm not trying to be rude or in a conflict of any shape or form or cause discord. I just think it's interesting. But anyways, yes, absolutely. Jesus is king. My uncle in the house, he was shouting on the chat there. Jesus is king, absolutely. And yeah, praise God for you all to be on here. And it's just it's just a blessing. But yeah, and I might do a coffee convo every now and then coming up. But I am going to be doing. Y'all have my word. I'm going to be doing the Bermuda Triangle the next time around because the vote is in. The vote is in. And I'm pretty stoked. I'm pretty stoked about doing it. So it's a little bit personal. Of course, it's a little bit personal, and it goes along with some Navy stuff, a lot of Navy narratives, and some family that served in the Navy and all that stuff. And we're going to be going down some big old rabbit holes. And obviously, there'll be some things going on where it's literally a lot of what if scenarios, but I am going to present what I've got and try to collaborate all the data into one big show. And Jamie, Christopher, and woohoo, and Jamie's been getting after me for like 8 months, I think. Oh, we're gonna do the Bermuda Triangle. I'm over it because I'm not doing it in prayer. I've never heard you speak, but I know that. When you're in the chat, you're like, yeah, we're going to do the Bermuda Triangle, Brian. And everybody's like, yeah, maybe next time, wink, wink. And that's been like, what? Like since August or July or something. But bless you all. And I'm going to get off here. I would shave it down to like right at even 1 hour and stay on for 3 more minutes. No, take that back 2 more minutes just to get that, rounded up to 1 hour. But I think I'm going to be, I think I'm just going to be a rebel here and just cut it off. Well, we're at 58 minutes. Why not? What? Yeah, but it's just interesting. But yeah, and thank you everybody for coming in. And we'll do a coffee combo too randomly. Yeah. The windows, everybody's saying the windows are heaven. Yeah, I agree. Windows of heaven. Yeah. Talking about the foundation of the earth, the growth, my goodness, we can get into the whole biblical cosmology narrative. But yeah, I think I'm going to cut it short. But yeah, just go look at if you're new, even if you're new to any kind of, biblical cosmology, or if you compare them both, it's a big endeavor. It's a big one to compare and look at what all, and I'm not trying to discredit anybody, that NASA or whatever. I just would, ask logistic questions, critical thinking questions. It's not, and I'm up for a debate. It's, it's not like, oh yeah, I'm gonna come at you all angry and in a conflictive nature. No, I'm not. I'm gonna be like, hey, I'll talk to you about anything, and because what would that do for anybody? Just to cause discord and throw everything out and say, this is what it is, this is how it is, And if you want to show them these things, and you just pray the seed is planted and they can, work it out, on their own. They have to understand, on that narrative and the biblical cosmology or anything biblically, But anyways, oh, Tracy Wittenberg, yeah. Yeah, that song, please. Thank you for your. Yeah, that was rough. I don't know if I can sing that because that coffee combo, I was breaking down like 40. It was like 45 minutes of the whole show, and it was like an hour show. I try to retain my composure, but it was a little tough on that one. So, but yeah, thank you all for the prayers and everything. But yeah, we're just gonna keep. I'm an hour and 12 seconds in, so I better sign off. And But yeah, shalom everybody. Go check out the Visual Disturbance YouTube channel. If it's in the links in the description, and check out all the coffee website and all that stuff, and then the Streamlabs. Go check out the merch for my. Go check out the merch and buy a coffee cup or two. And we can raise our coffee cups up together on a coffee convo. But anyways, y'all have a blessed day. And if you're just now chiming in, go back and rewind and rewatch it. So God bless you all, and watch out for the Twilight Zone asteroids coming out of nowhere. The box truck, got the decals on the side. Milkman gone bad. Milkman with flames down the side of it with the vinyls. Watch out for that asteroid popping up out of the sky and hitting the ground. Shalom, everybody. Y'all be blessed. Y'all have a good day. Shalom. I can just see it now. Big air horn. I crack myself up. I'm over here talking on the screen. Nobody's talking back. You don't hear you. Obviously, I enjoy this, you all. But anyway.